Hey there, toy collector friends and Star Wars fans alike. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Triple TC, that's the time traveling toy collector, and in this video we're looking at two more of the retro collection entries into the Empire Strikes Back range produced by Hasbro, parading around as Kenner. So if you've seen the previous videos in this sort of mini series, I managed to pick up all 6 of the Empire Strikes Back retro collection bounty hunters that haven't been released in a 6-pack but released in 3 2-packs. And in this edition we're looking at Dengar and IG-88. So here is the external packaging of the special edition box that comes with the 2 figures inside. Retro collection, for those who weren't sure. Some nice, very 1980s-esque toy mock-up artwork there with IG-88 and Dengar against that sort of burnt orange background. The back of the box is the same as the other 2 boxes we've seen, with all the warnings and the accessories listed, and the photo that depicts the bounty hunters and seems to inform the pairings that these are released in, and the small amount of text there that tells us that Dengar is an effective bounty hunter. That's handy. Good that they're only hiring effective bounty hunters rather than ineffective ones, who prefers firepower and destruction to finesse and style. Well, don't we all? And then we have IG-88, who's a chrome war droid turned bounty hunter who answers the call to capture the Millennium Falcon. So isn't that just adorable? And yeah, he doesn't look particularly chromy, nor did he ever, as I recall, but I always did like the surface detailing. So that's what we get in the box there, which we shall now leave there. And we break out, as I've already done, the 2 figures that I find absolutely adorable because they take me right back to the 80s, when these guys were being released. Right, let's take a look at Dengar first. So there we have the Empire Strikes Back Dengar in a blue pill there, and yeah, he's not looking like he's having the best day, to be perfectly honest. Probably doesn't help that he's got that retro sticker slapped right over his legs. And there we have all of this lovely weathering that no one likes, and although it seems to be a little bit more moderate around the edges here than some of the other entries. But yeah, here we have Dengar with his big old gloves on and a massive weapon, which I'd be fascinated to see if he can hold. And all of the detailing that I absolutely remember, even down to that face sculpt from the 80s. I think it's a really wonderful representation of that. I do know that Dengar is currently about to be released in the vintage collection with an upgrade of the figure, so much more articulation and surface detailing. I mean, I'm not really sure why you choose of all the characters to do that to be Dengar, but if you're going to do all the characters, then Dengar deserves it as much as any of the others. Quite right too. The back of the box is pretty standard for this collection. There's nothing really that makes it stand out from the other ranges. Got the Disney and Hasbro logos down the bottom, which again, to me, really illustrates why this as a product is, you know, clearly retro collection and not original. So the need to try and do this weathering effect around the edge, it's just not necessary. I know that it's designed to give it an aged feel, but I think I've said it before, I don't want my car backs to have an aged feel. I want them to have a lovely clean mint feel. You know, that's not the aesthetic I really would have preferred, but hey ho. IG-88 in a yellow pill with a yellow backdrop, and some very bendy hands there. Again, very chromy in the picture there, and as some of you will be aware, his head, the head of IG-88 and other IG droids, will also feature in the upcoming HasLab Cantina, because they were used as some items that sat on the Cantina bar. And if you don't believe me, check it out. You will see I'm telling the truth. So I'm looking forward to the HasLab coming in. These of course don't belong there, these belong elsewhere, but again, the figure is everything I recall it being. Spindly, some lovely detailing on the head. Well, the whole body actually has lovely detailing on it all the way down. and of course another, well, 2 guns for IG-88, and we can already see that those little pincer hands that he has, I'm not sure they stand much chance of holding those guns. I mean, they never did for me effectively back in the day, so I don't know why the new ones would. Again, the weathering seems to be being kept to the rim, to the outer rim alone, and I'm sort of grateful for that. As I've mentioned, but I'll prove it again just in case you don't believe me, the back is absolutely the same as Dengar, and again both of them have got the sort of the, what's the official name for this? It's been punched so that it can hang on a rail, but I wonder what the name of this hole actually is. If you're aware of the name of this hole, please let me know in the comments down below. And actually, talking of the comments down below, you can also let me know whether or not you've picked up any of the retro collection, if you're more a fan of the vintage collection and how they've taken the classic figures and given them a modern twist with modern engineering, articulation and decos, or whether you are more of a Black Series person, or actually you collect all of it, or maybe you collect none of it. You know, all of those are possible variations. It would also be great if you could drop a like to the video, and also a totally free and obligation free, even more to the point, subscription to the channel. It really helps boost me in my fight against the evil algorithm, but also helps me get to my next subscriber milestone, which on a personal level is far more important to me as a personal challenge. So it would be super if you are watching this and have not yet subscribed. Please do. You don't have to watch every single video that I put out, just the ones that hopefully appeal to you. But if not, if you'd rather just sort of be a passing visitor, that's absolutely fine too. I'm just grateful for you spending the time here. They're not going to stand there, are they? They're going to give me grief. So here we have Dengar and IG-88. I really love the aesthetic of the retro collection. I really, really do. I'm really glad we've got them, and I really enjoy seeing my old toy collection coming back into life. I will, as I think I've mentioned already, try and get a second set of all of these one way or another, so I can actually take a whole set of them out and have them live, as it were. But I'll wait and see what any future, because we still haven't had an Empire Strikes Back box set. We've had Return of the Jedi and New Hope, and a couple of others like Phantom Menace and Acolyte and Revenge of the Sith and Attack of the Clones split pack with 3 and 3, but no Empire Strikes Back yet, which I do find curious. So I'm not sure what the reasoning behind that. If you know the reasoning, if you work for Hasbro, or you know someone that works for Hasbro, you know someone that knows someone that knows someone that works for Hasbro, and you know why, please do let me know in the comments, because I would be fascinated to know why we still are waiting for the Empire Strikes Back to have its first box set of retro collection figures, when we're on the verge of getting yet another New Hope. Not that I'm complaining about getting another New Hope, I just wonder why we haven't had any Empire Strikes Back. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Thank you very much for sticking around. Please do leave the comments down below as requested, and you've been a fantastic audience. I've been the Triple TC, that's the Time Travelling Toy Collector, and this has been Dengar and IG-88 from the Hasbro Retro Collection of Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back action figures. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you in a future video, or indeed, perhaps, a past video if you want to have a wander around the channel. Just remains for me to say that things of beauty really are toys forever. Take care. Bye-bye for now.